Another potential verbal abuse scandal could be hitting college hoops. College of Charleston coach Doug Wojcik is being investigated for how he's been talking to players. Kerry Chow alongside ESPN.com senior college hoops analyst Andy Katz. Andy, what is Wojcik accused of doing here?
Well, it's interesting here because the previous coach was Bobby Cremins. Much different style, really a 180 from Doug Wojcik, who played at the U.S. Naval Academy with David Robinson, so comes from a military background. And essentially the players did not react to the way he coached versus Cremins, some that were held over. And so there are now this investigation. Initially, according to sources, he's going to have to go through some anger management classes and essentially change his coaching style, which can be very difficult for a coach because if that's who they are, it's hard for them to make a change.
Yeah, and speaking of which, of course, depending on what the punishments here, but if Wojcik is in this situation in which his future at College of Charleston is in jeopardy, how will he salvage his career by changing his style?
Well, he's going to have to. I mean, he just finished year 2 of 5, and College of Charleston would only get rid of him fire him, if they can find cause. Otherwise, they'd have to buy out the last 3 years, and it's a lot of money for them to do that. So he would have to change his coaching style. Not easy to do. We've seen a case that's similar to this. Brian Wardle at Green Bay was accused of abuse, was not found to be guilty of all charges, but yet had to go through sort of a little of this sort of counseling, if you will, as part of his punishment. But yet it's hard to get another job after that. Wardle was a candidate at Marquette, didn't end up getting a job, went to Steve Wojciechowski, the Duke associate head coach. Now, Wojcik's in a little different situation here because he was a head coach at Tulsa. He's already later on in his career. But this is the kind of stain, even if you're not, essentially charged with it, but yet accused of it, it's hard to rid that from your resume because it sort of sticks with you as a stigma.
Absolutely, and just recently, of course, Mike Rice and Rutgers, that was a huge scandal. Any similarities between this case and that case?
Well, I was told from a source with direct knowledge that there are no Mike Rice-like antics here, so that means no physical abuse, no throwing basketballs, no sort of hidden videotapes that are going to come out. This is more just the way he is coaching. I can't tell you exactly if it was profane or how he was coaching it, but clearly there were complaints enough to warrant an investigation at the school, which, by the way, has a new president, and that's never easy if you've got a new boss when you're the head coach.
A very fluid situation. ESPN.com senior college hoops writer Andy Katz will be on top of it, and be sure to check out ESPN.com's college hoops page for all the latest regarding this news. For Andy Katz, I'm Kerry Chow with your latest ESPN headline.